Well, today's the 1st of May, it's 2023, and we brought Angela to Port of Sóller, one of our favourite places for a walk. And it's a bank holiday today, so free parking, added bonus. Drive here was quite pleasant. There's a few clouds in the sky, there's a threat of storms and rain, but all we've got at the moment is bright sunshine, so we're going to enjoy that and a walk along the front here in Port of Sóller. As we were driving in, one of the first things I noticed on the mountainside was a big flag of St George, the big red cross on the white background on the mountainside, very, very big one. And then we noticed the crescent moon, white crescent moon on a red flag on an opposing mountainside, and that's because beginning to celebrate the next week or two, the Moors and the Christians, and that'll be really quite exciting here in the Port of Sóller. They've only just finished one fiesta. In fact, yesterday was the end of their Orange Festival. Still actually going on a little bit as far as the restaurants are concerned. Some of the restaurants have got special menus which are about oranges, so you sign yourself up for a 3-course meal in which each of the courses has an orange flavour to it. Not sure we'll be going for that. Well, I do like oranges, but 3 courses of oranges is a little bit much. That's a pleasure boat going out actually to the Torrente de Paris. I would like to do that one day, but I think maybe today is not the day for it. I think it could be a bit blowy outside the port. I mean, it doesn't look as though it's very rough here, but if you can tell, but this is it's almost circular, the bay here in Port Sóller, and there's just that narrow opening there, so it really is very, very sheltered, and rarely do they get storms in the port because of that shape that it has. The wind has to be coming from a particular direction for it to suffer from the storms. It does happen occasionally, so do be warned, but once you get out through that opening, you're into the open seas, and I'm guessing that there could be some northerly or northwesterly winds which are blowing that way. And last time we came, we did the tram, and there's the tram, taking people back up to the town. And it's looking pretty busy today. It looks like it's standing room only. So here's the hotels, and this one, Esplendido, I'm pretty sure is one that has got a menu which is special for the Taronja, the Orange Festival. You can see over there that Port of Sóller does attract the mega yachts as well. That's really quite a nice big one over there. There's the Hotel Esplendido. It does look rather splendid, and you come out of the hotel and that's what you're looking at across the road. Just had a very, very hot weekend. Temperatures have gone down, but it's still a really pleasant mid-20s. There you can see we have the flags out I think that particular house is edging its bets. It's got all three there, so it's not taking any sides, and that's true for many other places. So here we've got the surf centre. I'm going to get many waves here to do longboard surfing, but they've got the flags out as well. The Moors, the Christians, and the Baleares. So these are stand-up paddleboard stops. So you go out there and you can stand up on your paddleboard and away you go. It's become very, very popular in recent years. Kayak look as though it might have seen better days. So it's a fiesta here today, so it's a public holiday. So things like schools and businesses are likely to be closed. It doesn't affect really much the tourist sector. So as you can see, the shops are open, and the bars and the restaurants, they'll all be open as normal. But things like banks that you might want to use, they will be closed today. And certainly don't try to do anything official. Some of the schools are going to be closed today and tomorrow. Not sure whether that's island-wide, but it's certainly true where our grandchildren go to school in Majorca. And I'm with two ladies today, so shops are going to be very much on the agenda. You can see Anita already attracted to one here. I'm going to study the fish of Mallorca. Los peces. Does feel very warm. I'll look out for a thermometer as we're walking down, but it really is a glorious day with that few clouds around. And as we left Palma, it did say that before noon, I forgot to put my watch on today, but it says still before noon, there was still a high probability of rain. But it's very localised in Mallorca, so you can have a storm on one side of the mountain and nothing on the other side, and so predicting the weather in Soller is going to be very difficult simply because of the mountains that we have. Lots of fun things you can do here. Hire a bike, and at least along the front here it's very flat, but as soon as you go out, I'm sorry, there's a lot of hills. Soller is in the Tramontana. Soller Recycling doing their job. I think I could be doing this walk on my own today. I've lost the ladies. They're otherwise engaged in a shopping activity. See all the bars, the restaurants opening up, getting ready. Looking forward to a busy day. Not sure what we're going to do for lunch today, but tapas is always high on my list. And there's a place, lots of good things to have. We have a football match this evening, very important one against Athletic Bilbao, and so we've got to get back from Soller to get ready for the 7 o'clock kickoff. And Angela's going to come with us, so that's going to be fun for her. She's not not someone who often goes to football matches. I think she was a teenager last time she went, she tells us. But I'm sure she'll have lots of fun this evening with us at the Real Mallorca one. And important match really, because if we win today, I think that will make us pretty safe. The rest of the results which have gone already through the weekend have been fair to us, if not good. So we'll find that if we win tonight, we'll be almost guaranteed permanence and actually getting near to the top of the table, which no, it's still a dream, but there is this slight possibility of European football next year, but it's only very slight. Still a few matches to go. I think there's 6 or 7 matches left to go, so still quite a lot of points really if you count them up. 3 points for each game, so yeah, something like 20 points left to be achieved. As long as we get a few of those points, I think we'll be on the safe side and stay in the La Liga, which is really the main object of the game, is just to stay in La Liga so that we can build up for next year. Another interesting thing about tonight's match is that one of our players, really one that I've been admiring throughout the season, Galarreta, didn't play in the last match, but he will be playing tonight against Athletic Bilbao, and it looks as though that's where he's going to go at the end of the season, so he'll be going to play for Athletic Bilbao. Sad to see him go. He's been a great asset to the team, but I think over the summer we're probably going to see a fair few of the Real Mallorca players going to different places, hopefully not too many, and we see that one of our real staunchest players, Raillo, who's a defender, has just signed another contract till 2026, and that's really leaves our defence there nice and solid at the back for another 2 or 3 years, so good to see that he's done that. One of our leading players, the centre forward Mariki, he's consistently said he wants to see out his days here, and he's still relatively young, and he's been one of our best players in the season. Yeah, the sad thing though is we're probably going to lose our best player, which is Kangin Lee. He came to us on a free transfer, so it didn't cost us anything, but it looks as though he's going to seek fame and fortune elsewhere. And the latest club that's really on the list for him to go to is actually another Spanish club, Atletico Madrid. And that means we would actually continue to see him play. Unfortunately, not for us anymore. But there's a lot of talk of him going to the Premier League in England, which is where he could actually be earning a lot more money. So well, we'll wait and see what happens on that front. Nothing yet has been confirmed, and well, we'll just wait and see. Oh, there are the ladies. You see, they're on the shop side. I'm on the beach side. It's a good place to come, Port of Sóller, just because it is so flat, easy walking, lots of things to see, lots of bars you can call in for a drink, have a rest, and just very, very pretty. So it's certainly worth a trip. Last time we came by bus from Plaza España in Palma. So wherever you're staying, you can catch the bus into Palma, and in Plaza España there's the intermodal centre, the bus station, and you just go down. I've forgotten the number of the bus, but you get on the bus, and it's a good idea to get on the bus where it starts, because you're one of the first passengers. You can see exactly how many people there are in front of you in the queue, and then as it sets off along the journey, the bus will gradually fill up. It stops several times before it gets to the town of Sóller, and quite a lot of people will get off, particularly if it's a Saturday, because that's their market day, and then it carries on down to the port of Sóller. So we did that. We actually got off in the town of Sóller, had a walk around, look at the market, had a look at the shops in there. It's really quite a nice place to have a look around, Sóller town. And then we caught the tram down into the port. We've just seen the tram going along. That's about €6, I think, each. But we caught the bus back, and we caught the bus back from Port of Sóller, which is the first point again. So again, you can see how many people there are in the queue, and you get on the bus and you're almost guaranteed a seat. By the time we got to the town of Sóller, though, there were a lot of people waiting to get on the bus, and not a lot of seats left on the bus. So a lot of people ended up having to stand all the way into Palma. Moral of the story: end-to-end buses give you the greater opportunity of sitting down on the bus. Getting off midway means you stand a chance of having to stand on the bus. So if that's a possibility, that might be my one recommendation for the day. People have asked about sunbeds and how much do they cost. Well, there's the poster for Port of Sóller. It will be different everywhere on the island, so this is just for the Port of Sóller. So if you're in Alcudia or Pollença, or if you're crossing Calabona or Calamillor, they will be different in Palma Nova, in Magaluf, might not be the same. So here in the Port of Sóller, a bed, where's my minder, is $6.65 just for the bed. For the bed and a sun umbrella, it is €11.50. And if you want two beds and a sun umbrella, it's €18.15. So that's the prices. And someone was asking about safes. Each of these parasols has actually got a safe. I don't know how that works. There's some instructions, and it looks as though they're in multiple languages, but I'll have to go down and read one for that. But they do have a safe, so that's quite handy for your little valuables. Put them in there while you're on the beach. Things like keys, wallet, I suppose. And then you've only got the whatever, how that lock works, I'm not sure. Might just be with a number. And I've lost the ladies again. But we're all going in the same direction, so it doesn't really matter. And it's just nicely busy here in Port of Sóller. I'm guessing these are toilets, but can't see from this side. Just have to keep looking round. I haven't got a clue where they are. They've obviously disappeared into one of the shops. So I might just find myself somewhere to perch while they catch up. If you are catching the bus, then that's the road you go up. If you go up there, I think it's the second roundabout as you go up, is where the bus, it's not very far away, so it's up there, and the buses are quite regular. It's a TIB bus, so it's one of there you tap on and tap off. And here's a perching point. So I'll turn the camera off while I wait for the ladies to appear. Spotted the tram coming. I've just been looking on my app, and it says Anita's actually somewhere on the other side of the bay. So I don't know whether she's gone way in front of me when I wasn't looking. She could have done. So I'll just carry on walking around. Well, water sports activities here. You can actually rent a boat. Which sounds like a bit of fun. Actually, she's just behind, she's not on the other side. I can now see the parasol. Seems to be our own. I'm guessing they've stopped somewhere for a drink. Well, I found the ladies, and guess where they were? In a bar. So I've joined them. Cheers.
Cheers.
So one of the opportunities you've got to do from Port of Sóller is you can actually take a boat trip. You can rent boats as well, but Sacalobra would be one on the top of my list. That was one I would like to do. And they do Sa Fradada. Not sure where that is, but I'm sure that's really good. Or there's a complete excursion. And it looks like they're doing both today. We've seen one boat go out, and that looks like lots of fun. Ladies have gone, of course, across the road. They found a shop, and we're now in the area where the restaurants and the shops are. So we're going to be looking as well for somewhere to go for lunch, so I'm not sure where we're going to end up for that. It was quite warm sitting down for a drink, but it's getting warmer by the minute. Mid-20s my guess, but I still haven't seen a thermometer, so I can't give you an exact temperature on that. And yeah, quite busy here in Port Sóller. Hope we can find a table somewhere. So there's a boat over there. I don't know if you can see it just in the distance. That's off to Sacalobra. And here we have ducks in the water and fish, big fish. These are all the very typical boats from Mallorca, the yachts. Go out for a day fishing, relax. And they've got this system where you've got like a tent over the top, so you've got a sunshade. Oh, the restaurants are getting busy, so we need to start looking out. Yeah. Grilled sardines. And apparently the time to eat sardines is when there is not an R in the month. So today's like the first day of sardine eating. It's the 1st of May today, so no R in May, so you can have your sardines. So we just got to choose which one we fancy, really. And I think pretty much they're all very similar. Whole load of different tapas there. Paella. I'm probably the only one that would go for a paella though. Tapas.
No, just two.
And there's a menu del dia. We can start with a salad. Gazpacho. You can have dorado, which is green, or you can have chicken curry and spaghetti with seafood. Baleares. Now, last time I was down in this part of the port, a little bit further round, I actually fell over one of these things. I did capture it on camera, but didn't publish. Actually, I did publish, I think, on a 360. So if you want the real gory details of what happened, you've got to watch a 360 video of us in Porto Soler a few weeks, months ago, when I took a tumble. Right, so that's pretty much the end of the restaurants, I think. There are a few more things down there. But what's your choice?
I like the colour of it as well.
Well, we found a place for lunch and we're going to have some tapas, and I'll show you what it is when we start there. So, cheers everyone.
Cheers.
We've got the bread and alioli to start with, so that will keep us going. Well, the tapas have arrived. This is the patatas bravas. We've got some meatballs, some different croquetas,
Please take a photograph of us with your lovely
padron
food.
peppers, and on this one we've got some goat's cheese salad. All looks really delicious. And there's the bill for all of our tapas. We just had a very nice tapas here at Can Joan in Port. So yeah, really nice, really tasty, and somewhere we would come back again to. I can see as we walk along here now, the restaurants have got a lot busier. Anita and Angela have gone off shopping, left me to my own devices. So I'm actually going to make my way down here a little way because I want to make a video of the yacht, the motor yacht that we've seen in the distance. Definitely a lot busier than it was when we first came along. Restaurants doing a great trade now.
No hay derecho ninguno. Es que yo no lo aguantaría. Me junté con él, que no sabes de lo que toca. Yo me acuerdo de hablar con Laura Pérez que me dijo un año que no pega vacaciones. Porque voy cada semana a un sitio que no sé, un contrato nuevo. Yo cuando digo que no lo cojo, para que las vacaciones más grandes. Es que no te la digo porque te tenían que llevar así.
Incredible mountain scenery too. Clouds are just touching the tops. But it's still one of our favourite places to come to and visit in Mallorca. They have big problems here at the moment, just attracting people to come and work here just because it's so expensive to find accommodation. The rentals are just astronomical. And the same is true for the shops. If you want to rent a shop, those too are astronomical. So setting up business here is not easy. Some street entertainers. With a flute. Always see a flute. Serena used to play the flute. The tram bringing more tourists down to the port.
And what?
Se ha caído y ha caído de pie.
Tiene bumper y como vino aquí, es casualidad, digo, yo no sé si les explican en las redes de repente en Madrid, cuando volvió del cine, le había hablado de Seba, que dice, Sebas? Me mandó una foto.
Pensaba que habían coincidido en... No, pero que habían hecho... había salido. Que no le dio a like, le dio sí, de un año de mi edad, de la edad. Y con fotos de Mallorca y me dice, no sabe qué es él, y digo, porque le he hablado de él, y es que está ahora en Madrid, porque iba a ver amigos, pero me dijo Luis, oye, las amigas de Alba están por Madrid, y él dijo que no, que había quedado con... que no se alzaba con una de Italia, que no quería marear.
Ave María, por ver, gracias que se caiga.
Eden Hotel. Flying the flags of the Moors and the Christians on the roof there. And that's the motor yacht I want to get a closer view of. It's called Grace. I want to have a closer look and find out a little bit more about it. Here's the tram. €8 it says on there, €8. Getting to a position now where I can see more or less all of the boat. Maybe just a little bit further. We've got some steps here which might give me a good vantage point. Something to lean on. Oh, there you go, Grace. So this is the motor yacht Grace, or at least that's what it's called now. It wasn't originally built as Grace, but that's what it's called now. It's will accommodate 12 people, and it is a super luxury yacht. It's actually got a lift inside for the guests. That's how luxury it is. Not available, I don't think, for private charter. It's owned by a man named John Rees, who's one of the officers of INEOS. INEOS being the Jim Ratcliffe's company, and it's a chemical engineering company. And John Rees is the chief financial officer. So he's a multi-millionaire, billionaire, and he owns this yacht, which is moored here. Well, we've had a lovely walk here in Port Sayer, and time to go home because we've got to get ready for a football match, very important one tonight. So thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. So bye for now.
Bye. Bye.